This is your old pal Jake. We're going to talk about, we're going to do a series on going through the recording process for a single song. Start to finish, the song is Pour Some Whiskey on My Grave. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the serendipity involved in how this song was written in the first place. So we were hanging out at Slade's house, having dinner, and Neal, Caps, was going on and on like Neal does about how old he is. My wife, Jamie, says, well, if you tip over, I'll pour some whiskey on your grave. Now, Slade, who has the acoustic guitar, grabs a hold of that lyric and goes, pour some whiskey on my grave. All my dues, they have been paid. And then we were off to the races. So I grabbed my phone, I'm writing lyrics and handing them over to Slade as he's playing the acoustic guitar. And then Jamie made another contribution, which you'll hear later. Tell the world to kiss my ass. And we'll see how that lyric lands. So now we're going to go back to, because here we'll only see Miah's chin.
Is that the joke? Never frame me properly.
Yeah, never frame Miah properly. So this is Miah, and we are in the sound layer. Miah is not just physically a giant, he's a giant behind the control room board.
Just kind of getting a scratch framework. We'll record a voice and guitar, and these tracks aren't for keeps, it's just so that we can play to a tempo that's constant. We'll use a metronome to capture it, and then we'll start building the song based on that being a sketch track.
So we're starting the process. All right, and we'll go.
Off we go. Tell me what you like.
Pour some whiskey on my grave, all my dues they have to pay. Okay, so Miah, stick your head in the frame.
Got me?
So now we've got. Oops. So now we have mics set up for this acoustic guitar, and it's even in tune this time.
Even better.
Even better. My Taylor 716.
Love it.
It sounds so pretty.
He's ready to go. Are you ready?
Pour out my goblet of rock.
All right. Here we go. One taking it.
So now that we've got scratch vocal scratch and we've replaced the scratch, Jerry tries to talk.
Talking is difficult sometimes.
Talking is so hard. Okay, now that we've got the scratch vocal and we've replaced the scratch acoustic guitar with real guitar, now we're going to sequence up some drums. Miah's the man.
Drums.
Making the thing. Let's hear what we got so far.
Here's our drummer.
Here,
Put it, there it is in here.
there's our drummer.
He's not, doesn't play with a lot of feel.
Yeah,
Doesn't
not a
tackle
feeling.
intelligence.
Yeah, doesn't drink any beer.
So we got the intro made up
Never
so far.
gets tired, but and never drinks any beer, but not so
Perhaps
great.
in improv, he's not great.
Yeah, he's horrible at that.
So we're making up the beginning. Here's how it starts.
Easy intro, and then we. there you go. And we're gonna finish sequencing up this for the track. Then it's time to get in the boom room and put some bass on this sucker. Miah,
Yes.
what's behind the door?
It is the loud room. The boom room at the moment we'll call it, because we have a bass cabinet set up. This is a closet area. It's 2 rooms away from the control room, and we're gonna set up the bass cab here with some mics on it. And we'll play bass, we'll capture these signals in a direct signal, and that will be the bass tone. All right, what are we about to do?
Oh, right. Okay, now we got the boom room set up. We got blue. We're ready to do some bassifying.
There we go, track bass. All right, I'll jump somewhat into it, skip some intro here.
We already made a mistake.
2 notes in.
It's 2 notes in. So the first note was great. The second note,
Would have been great in a different song.
it would have been great
Or
in a different
elsewhere in the
song.
song, but not
Yes.
where it was played. Here's another.
And we're gonna start over. Here we are, back in the studio.
Day 2
Day 2.
on this Rockumentary.
Miah behind the console, making us all sound good. Can't not
I'm
make
the
it.
guy that doesn't sound good that he makes sound good.
It's not.
I think we're all that guy today.
Yeah. Neal Caps, he's gonna be laying down some piano, and then Slade, the voice. There we are.
Yeah.
There's the boys. So we're gonna work through one, and then we'll play a little bit once Neal, we sort out what we want here from this song. So stay tuned. So here we are, to pour some whiskey on my grave, Rockumentary. We got acoustic guitar, bass, drums, piano. Now we're ready for Slade to lay the sauce.
Let me get the cap off here. Well, pour some whiskey on my grave. All my dues have been paid. Well, stop by and think of all the times we had. Don't need no flowers on the ground. Well, I'm just happy you came around.
All right, we're continuing the Rockumentary, the making of Pour Some Whiskey on My Grave. We got Mr. Michael Bates in studio, getting ready to lay down some practice, some tracks here. Practice? No, this is for real.
It's the real deal.
It's game day, it's not scrimmage.
It's
Put me in, coach.
it's game day. It's not scrimmage, says Mr. Miah. All right, and Michael's gonna make all the faces for us.
Real stanky nasty.
Pour some whiskey on my grave. All my dues have been paid. We'll stop by and think of all the times we had. Don't need no
And so, we come to the end of our Rockumentary. All the pieces and parts have been put in place. All the musicians did a top-notch job. And we hand it over to Miah, the master behind the console, to put it all together for mixing and mastering. We do a couple last final tweaks, and then we have audio perfection.
Pour some whiskey on my grave. All my dues, they have been paid. We'll stop by and think of all the times we had. Don't need no flowers.
And that brings us to the end of our Rockumentary. Until next time. But you can't hear that whole track until it's officially released tomorrow. We hope you enjoy it as much as we did putting that thing together. Until next time.